Pak proxies have unleashed terror in the valley and their target has now been shifted to civilians. Last night, former PDP Sarpanch Mohammad Ramzan Sheikh was shot dead outside his residence by terrorists. He was shot at from point-blank range. A terrorist was also killed in the scuffle between the PDP workers' family and the terrorists. As a former tried to stop the terrorists, the family members of the Sarpanch, but the brutality does not stop there. A day later, the cowards went a step ahead and set ablaze to his residence in Shofian. Those are the pictures there. The PDP Sarpanch who was shot dead by terrorists last night. That house has now been set on fire by the Pak cowards. The family, their patriots, fighting against the terrorists. And right now we see that the house has been set on fire. Let's go across to my colleague Pradeep, joining for more on this. Pradeep, we now understand that the terrorists have returned and a mob has set fire to the PDP Sarpanch's house.
See, this shows the level of frustration among the terrorists because we have seen that during the last few days, Pakistan and its proxies, they are trying their level best to destabilize the situation. Yesterday, they targeted Sarpanch, killed him, and in that scuffle, family members were able to kill one of the terrorists. And today, what they tried to do was they tried to set ablaze the house of this Sarpanch. Basically, they are trying to intimidate, generate a kind of a fear psychosis and make their presence felt. Because during the last 6 months, more than 100 terrorists have been eliminated. Among them, many of them are the top brains and top commanders, and this has led to the level of frustration among the terror-related outfits, and that is one of the reasons now they are trying to generate fear psychosis by targeting the civilians. They targeted the Sarpanch because Sarpanch means he stands for the Indian democracy, and they are trying to target the Indian democracy, intimidate people, generate fear psychosis so that the people are not able to raise their voice against the terrorists. And by burning the house, they are trying to send a message that if anybody will try to target the terrorists, they will be in fact meeting a similar kind of a fate. Their houses will be targeted. But one thing is really very important. I think the important point we are missing. Earlier, when such incidents used to happen, nobody used to dare and take on the terrorists. But this is one such incident where the family members, in fact, they killed the terrorists. We have seen this thing happening in the past in Poonch Rajouri area where the Lashkar terrorists were killed by a young girl, Rukhsana, when he tried to outrage her modesty. And this is the second incident during the last 30 years where the family members were able to kill the terrorists who had come along with the group to target the Sarpanch. And though Sarpanch died in that incident, but they were able to kill one terrorist also. So that is really a big thing, and I think that has increased the level of frustration, and in frustration today Pakistan proxies set ablaze the house. This only shows the act of cowardice, and this also exposes Pakistan.
Okay. The so-called excuse has been debunked. It is not Azadi anymore. This is not Azadi. Innocent Kashmiris, Indian citizens, patriots being targeted by the terrorists. This incident has clearly exposed it all.